Hey, this is Dave at houseparents.com. Today we're talking about how to roast coffee beans at home on the grill. This is something so easy with just a few of the right tools. Just about anybody could do this, and it gives you the absolute best coffee you ever taste. Way better than store-bought coffee. And so we're going to show you how. First, going to walk through the setup, and then we're going to go ahead and give you the step-by-step. So you could apply this at home and drink some of the best coffee you've ever tasted. We like to show you how to do a job yourself so you can save a lot of money in the process. So be sure and subscribe too, because we're always churning out more videos and we want you to see them all. If you like fresh coffee, this is the place to get it, right here. To begin, we want to talk about the setup. And what we have here is basically a vegetable rotisserie basket. And we bought this separate from the grill. And we'll have links to all these things in the description below. But basically, it just opens right up. And the reason we bought this one is because of those holes. They're really small. And that's a good thing because the beans, some of the beans can be pretty tiny. The marriage of this side to this side was a little gappy. So we filled that gap in with aluminum foil just to make sure, because beans were falling out when we first got them. It comes with a square tube, and that mechanism, that locking mechanism, is attached to the basket, but the square tube itself we purchased separately. My original motor setup is this, and it came with a cylindrical shaft, and so somehow I had to marry this square tube, which fits this basket, with a round shaft that came with my original motor, because that shaft is attached to the motor. And so I used a collar, and these are aluminum collars with tightening screws on the top, and they tighten onto each individual shaft. And then I tapped the square shaft itself so I could put a round threaded tube inside that shaft. And then I was able to marry this round shaft with this round shaft. And even though they're different sizes, this collar worked real well. I just had to drill this out a little bit on this side. If you already have a rotisserie, then you would already have a motor and a shaft, and so you would just be making sure that you can marry your basket to the rotisserie shaft. And so if it all comes with a basket that has really small holes in it, then you're good to go. You can really just get started immediately. If not, you got to kind of cobble this together, and that's what we've done. That's a bushing there that the shaft can run through and continually turn. I can get about 2 cups of beans in this basket, maybe 3, but that gives me 2 cups gives me right around a pound of coffee. The grill itself is a Char-Broil, and I actually got this one for about $40 from basically a garage sale somebody was moving. And the reason I got it is because it has a high enough side on it that will accommodate that basket. And then the rotisserie cutout. Some rotisseries you'll find they'll be bolted into the side of the grill itself. This one just sits here. So the grill was the right price. I used this grill just for roasting coffee, nothing else. We have another little tiny, smaller Char-Broil right there for making steaks and the like. This grill right here, this is all just for coffee. To roast coffee, it's as simple as pouring the beans in, and this is what green beans look like. They're called green because they have a greenish tint to them, and some are very light tan. It just depends on where they were grown, and another reason why they're called green is because they're raw, and they last a very long time until they're roasted. Then they start to age due to the oxidation. And that there should be just about a pound. Okay, so once the coffee's in and we seal it up, we just go ahead and light the grill. And then we turn the rotisserie basket on. And then as you can see, it just continually moves those around. And that motor turns at about, maybe 30 revolutions a minute. And so now this is all about time. And so I'm going to start my stopwatch. And there we go. And the whole goal in this process is to listen to the sound the beans make. As we get closer to the finish of the roasting process, it's going to start popping. First like popcorn, and then second like Rice Krispies with milk poured on them. And those two differentiations of sound have everything to do with the final roast that you're going to get. but more about that in just a bit. Okay, right now you can barely hear it's gone into first crack. At the 2-minute mark, plus or minus, it's going to start popping and cracking like Rice Krispies. So there you can hear it's well into second crack now. Medium dark or dark roast at that point. And if you go beyond second crack, that's going to get you into an espresso roast, which is what we're doing with this batch here. So this one's going to go beyond second crack, probably for another minute or two. Okay, it's well into second crack, so we're going to go ahead and stop it. And there we have espresso roasted. So we'll let those cool a little bit and then we'll blow off the chaff. All right, we'll check these beans here. They seem like they're already done. A little more of a medium roast, medium dark. Right, with those two beans there side by side, you can see there's quite a difference in the darkness, and that's why the ones on the right are the espresso roast. More ideal for an espresso machine, for really dark coffee, if that's how you like it. And the ones on the left side are medium roast. After the coffee beans have cooled, we're just gonna get rid of the chaff. And the chaff is just like the husks here at the very edge. There's just real light, the shell or the skin around the bean itself that comes off in the roasting process. It's such an easy process that in the time it takes me to get in the car, drive to the store, buy a bag of coffee and bring it home, I can have this done here at my house at my leisure. So roasting coffee at home not only gives you a better tasting cup of coffee, but it's also just as convenient as going to the store. For me, the reason I roast my own coffee is it's super convenient, but also you can't really get a fresher cup of coffee any other way. Plus all of that, you save a bunch of money in the process of doing it. So it's a win-win-win on all fronts. Well, hope this video helps. If you guys think of it, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got lots more videos coming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.